You said once that you used to run in place of taking a nap.
Yeah, like run is, I mean, now I just do, I still sleep as much as I can. Like, I have this thing when I lay down and I can like feel the melatonin taking over. I switch my watch to stopwatch and I click start. And when I wake up in the morning, I click stop. And so I can, obviously understand how much I've slept. It becomes abstract if you don't time it. But like, I sleep a normal amount. I sleep, 6 hours a night, 7 hours a night. But I wake up and run every day. And it's just like, what a shock to the system. And like, I just think doing that gives you a source of energy that's so much more powerful than like, whether it's napping or caffeine, even though I mainline coffee, like it's going out of style. But like, I do think it's a source of energy.
Yeah.
It gives you like a constant energy. It raises your, whatever your baseline is, it keeps it up. The fact that I have like heart rate super high for an hour and a half every day, 7 days a week. It's like your fucking drums.
Yeah, literally, dude. It just do, and I'll listen to the same track over and over. It keeps you going.
I just want to tell Candace that like I read something that Athletic Brew. Do you know what that is?
I feel like I've heard of it.
Maybe it's called something else, but it's a non-alcoholic beer. It's like the #1 selling beer now in Whole Foods or something like that. And I said that to Candace, and she was like, "No one drinks anymore." And she's like, "Everybody's running now. That's the new cool thing." I'm like, "Fuck, she's right."
You got to start drinking now.
Like the fact that fitness is cool now, like running, like all my friends are in running groups and like everybody runs.
Cycling.
And like, yeah. Like wellness, I hate that word. That is like the most profound, like profane word. But like the fact that that's in, I think it's great.
Yeah.
I think it's fantastic. You take another ice bath.
Yeah.
Go jog, lift some weights.
I meant to actually compliment you about your marathon video, the Sisyphus video.
Yeah.
I loved something that you didn't include in the video that I want people to know is when you did the New York City Marathon, the most recent one, your goal was to get 3-hour marathon.
2:59.
2:59. And you technically did.
Yeah, so...
And you didn't include that,
No,
which
I
I
didn't
think
include
actually
that.
shows a lot of integrity.
So one of the decisions... So the movie is about... It's about perseverance, but the through line was me trying to break 3 hours in a marathon for 17 years and 25 marathons. That's how long it took me to do it. But one of the rules... I didn't want the movie to be about running. And even though running is the example of perseverance. But one of the themes I realized early on was that there could be no excuses in the movie. So like beyond the fact that like, yeah, I did, my watch time was a minute faster than my clock time in New York. And so technically I could have counted that, but I didn't. But also like the amount of injuries I sustained over those 17 years. Injuries were like, I couldn't walk for 6 months kind of thing, or I blew something out. Like, the amount of resources, energy, time I had to spend in physical therapy, because I had no business running with a metal leg. I still don't. And I didn't want to include any of that in there because those were all excuses for me not achieving the goal. So yeah, all of that was divorced from the storyline, whether it was like a clock mistiming or physical injuries or any of that other stuff. I cut all of that out. Like none of that story got to be a part of that narrative. Because it felt weak.
Yeah, I mean, in my mind, if I was in your position, you're running the New York City Marathon, your goal is to get 2:59, and you're looking at your watch and you're going, I'm about to do it. As long as I keep this pace, I'm going to get my time. And then you get there and then realize it's actually 3:01.
Yeah, my buddies was a minute faster. It had to do with where we started and
going through people on the track and yada,
who knows? Yeah. And also like maybe I didn't run in a straight line.
Yep.
And so who knows? But like it doesn't matter. You look it up and it says I ran 3:01, not 2:59. So like, fuck you, I didn't do it. Like, cry me a river, do it again.
That's awesome. But that is like a testament to your character and who you really are, because you could have included that. You could have told people, guys, I did it. 2:59. Like the video could have ended there.
What a soft story that would have been.